Hi guys, Shalom, Namaste. Welcome to joining me. Thank you for joining me in these strange times that we experience in isolation, where we have to find ways to keep ourselves sane and occupied and reasonably balanced. So, the most important thing we need to do constantly in these times, true to all times, but especially in these somewhat restricted times, is to breathe. Now, we always breathe, otherwise, we wouldn't be alive. And yet, a breath that is unconscious, a breath that has no aspiration in it to be fully experienced or fully expressed, is not a real breath. In the same way that we are choice makers, but if we don't rise up to make a liberated choice, a conscious choice right now, doesn't matter what we make, then it's probably a habit. So in these great times that are here, whether we like it or not, in these times, we can go deeper. We can use this time in isolation to do things a little differently. And one of the things that I would recommend to do differently is to look at the unification of everything, i.e., to look from what quantum physics would describe the world as. All is connected, all is energy. And energy has a certain momentum to it. And as it moves, it influences, it interrupts other energies. It also gets interrupted by other energies. So although we might be not touching anyone or might appear to ourselves in a separated body, we are constantly experiencing the waves of what we can call good vibes or bad vibes. We experience these waves of emotions and thoughts seemingly random because we can't see the unification of everything. We live in this isolation, in this allopathic way of seeing everything just for what it is as matter. If I am as a matter separated from another human being, therefore we are not connected. And it's not true. It's not true. We are all connected. We are so connected. Connection is very easily experienced when we become more present. Present in myself. The self is made out of many parts. But the significant aspect of the self, or the significant part in the self, is how it comes in the middle, how it comes together in the middle. Can you be present between who you just were and who you are becoming in a few moments? Can you keep your focus right now in the middle, listening? Can you keep your breath moving? Whether you are inhaling or exhaling, it makes no difference. And that feeling of moving through the now. The now is not a passive thing. It's an activation. You are activating yourself as a centered being. The only time you can do it is in the now. And the only one who can do it is you. The choice you make to be in the center. Now the center is that place between what is energy and matter. Between what is a thought and then an action. Between energy moving away from me and energy coming back to me. Between left and right. The center of my face, between my two eyes, between my two nostrils, between my two ears. That which uses both parts of my mouth. The tongue in the middle, the throat, the sternum, the abdomen, belly button, the pelvic floor, the genitals, the tailbone. Feel the center Allow yourself to be centered mechanically around the spine, but also in an energy way. How can you center yourself around energy? It's very simple. You center yourself around truth. Truth is the cause of energy. What is truth? Well, hopefully you're experiencing some of it right now. Truth is oneness. How can something huge reside in something small? How can something small be known by something huge? How does energy move through matter? And how come the most vital thing about matter is its energy? Even a rock has an energy, let alone any living thing, an animal, a plant, a human. Energy, belongings, purpose, truth. Life is true. It's happening, it's truth. Take a deep breath and feel the energy that you are and how it moves through your body. You can call it your mind. You can call it your soul. You can call it a piece of God, whatever you want to call it. The true nature of who you are, that is unbiased, that is always emerging from the center of you, is knocking on your door. Would you let it in? Would you dance with it? Would you allow it to show you a thing or two? We all have hands, and hands illustrates everything we need to know about truth in the way that I just expressed it. Each finger, apparently, is an individual thing. It's very clear that a finger is an individual thing, and yet they emerge from the palm, and they have certain restrictions and abilities. A finger to a finger can only lean laterally, but cannot come face to face. But a thumb to a finger can interface. A palm is naturally coupled in the middle, around the middle finger and the center of the palm. It has a front and a back, and all aspects of a hand have to work together for the hand to be functional. Together. Each finger feels a little bit different than the other. Each finger looks a little bit different. But when they come together as a whole, they work best. Each finger also represents an aspect of who we are. I'll give you an example. Your little finger, the one that is the furthest from your thumb and closes the biggest circle, represents your eyes at the top. It represents your brain in the middle, and it represents your bone at the last segment. Your penultimate finger represents at the top your ears, in the middle your heart, and at the bottom part your connective tissues, your ligament, your tendons, and the rest of the family of the connective tissues. Big family. Your middle finger represents the nose at the top, the lungs, and the muscles of the flesh, internal organs, muscle, etc. And the index finger represents the mouth, the digestive system, and the skin. So 4 fingers, each finger split into 3, 12, like the 12 meridians or the 12 months of the year. It's an organic aspect. Sure, there are more complexity to the body, but all aspects of the body relate through these 12 parts, and you can see them clearly. Eyes, ears, nose, mouth. All paired up to do what? To give you the center of you. So organically we are drawn to the center, but we might not necessarily know what to do there, or what it is that we are looking to experience in there. So in the center, I'm looking to experience empowerment, rebalancing, a deeper connection, an increase of my sensitivity and perception, my ability to contain what's happening. The best antidote to stress. What should we do once we arrive in the middle, once we're in the now? And the answer is, can you be this process that goes from somebody to nobody, from something to nothing, from somewhere to nowhere? And then, can you go back from nowhere to somewhere? We truly are a stretch between everything and nothing. Everything is polarized. The very nature of who we are and how it works is based on polarity. 2 eyes give you 1 vision, 2 ears give you 1 hearing. Everything is centered between 2. You gotta have 2 fingers at least to get a grip. Front and back, left and right. The story goes on, X and Y chromosomes, the sun and the moon, inhale and exhale, everything is... So if reality is so polarized, and it's undeniably polarized, so what does it mean? That we have to pick and choose which part of polarity we like and which part we don't? Or does it mean that there is an invitation to find a center, like the heart, that says all aspects that are naturally polarized come in harmony? That's the demand of the heart. Be in harmony. Be that which is between left and right. Even if it's unfamiliar. Be that between inhale and exhale. Be that between you and another. Don't just be you, your personality, your opinion, your thoughts. Feel the other person, feel their vibes. Don't go straight back into how it affects you. Stay there. Just feel them, like you're feeling your vibes right now. Or feeling my vibes as they come across. Getting to know ourselves, getting to know what it's like to be in the middle. Working with the body is the same. I am between left and right. My left arm actually stretches against my right rib cage. My right arm against my left rib cage. When I push forward, I gotta pull back. You can't just push forward and collapse forward. We're always somewhere between a foot pressing down and the crown of the head lifting up. The very nature of posture is polarized. So be in the middle and be happy. Be happy in the middle. Know that this is the ultimate goal, to be in the middle. And when you're in the middle, you will experience fullness. If you just stay long enough in that neutral place, like the flavor of water, distilled from any biased thing that the personality might throw at it, that the habit might pull it into. Just being. Then something amazing happens. You start feeling really full. And when you're full, you're not needing much. There isn't a list of things that need to happen for you to be happy. you are happy. Happiness feels like that. It feels full. Full of what? Full of me. Full of that beautiful conscious energy of me. I am spreading myself evenly in a balanced way, stretching my energy in my reality. Fullness. There is so much goodness there. Everything is so easily accepted. And nothing seems to be too much of a challenge or too big of a condition. It all feels a bit like a children's game, especially the panic part. So I wish you, my dear friends, family, people I don't even know, I wish you all to be full of your own balance, full of your own goodness, full of your own truth, that which emerges from this simple action of being centered. And don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on your loved ones, people you share this strange time with. And try to move towards those good vibes within you and around your family members or the people you find yourself in isolation with. Be well and happy. Namaste. Ito.